You're at the bottom. You know it. Everyone around you probably knows it too. The weight of failure, disappointment, and shattered dreams sits heavy on your chest. You've tried before. You've failed before. Maybe you've failed so many times that the word hope feels like a cruel joke. Maybe you're tired of people telling you it will get better when you can't see any evidence that it will. Maybe you're wondering if this is just who you are now. Broken, defeated, forgotten. I'm not here to tell you that everything happens for a reason, because some things that happen are senseless and brutal. I'm not here to tell you to just think positive, because positive thinking alone won't pay your bills or fix your relationships or heal your pain. I'm here to tell you something more important, something more real. Rock bottom is not your destination, it's your foundation. And foundations, by their very nature, are built to support something greater. You are not weak because you've fallen. You are human because you've fallen. Every person who has ever achieved anything meaningful has stood exactly where you're standing right now. They felt the crushing weight of failure, the sting of rejection, the hollow ache of dreams that didn't come true. The difference between those who stay down and those who rise is not talent, luck, or circumstances. It's the decision to use the bottom as a launching pad instead of a grave. When you have nothing left to lose, you have everything to gain. When every comfortable illusion has been stripped away, you finally see reality clearly. When all the noise disappears, you finally hear your own voice. This is not the end of your story. This is the chapter where everything changes. Rock bottom has a gift for you, though it doesn't feel like a gift right now. It shows you what you're really made of. It reveals strengths you didn't know you had. It burns away everything that isn't essential, leaving only what matters most. It teaches you that you can survive things you thought would destroy you. It proves that you are more resilient, more capable, more powerful than you ever imagined. The pain you're feeling is not meaningless. It's information. It's telling you what needs to change. It's showing you what's worth fighting for. It's preparing you for the person you need to become to build the life you actually want. Every great comeback story starts with someone who looked their worst circumstances in the eye and said, "This is not how my story ends." Your current situation is not your final destination. Your past failures are not predictions of your future success. Your mistakes are not your identity. Your circumstances are not your ceiling. You have been knocked down, but you have not been knocked out. There is a difference, and that difference is everything. The comeback is always harder than the setback, but it's also always more rewarding. It requires you to dig deeper than you've ever dug, to fight harder than you've ever fought, to believe more strongly than you've ever believed. It demands that you become someone you've never been before. It asks you to do things you've never done before. But here's what rock bottom has already taught you. You can handle things you never thought you could handle. You can endure things you never thought you could endure. You can survive things you never thought you could survive. If you can do that, you can do anything. Start with one breath, then another, then another. Start with one small decision to take care of yourself today. Then, another small decision tomorrow. Start with one tiny step forward, even if you can't see where it leads. Start with one moment of believing that your life still has value, still has purpose, still has potential. The mountain you need to climb looks impossible from where you're sitting, but mountains are climbed one step at a time, not one leap at a time. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You don't need to know how the story ends to start the next chapter. You don't need to feel strong to act strong. Strength isn't the absence of fear or pain or doubt. Strength is moving forward despite the fear, despite the pain, despite the doubt. Strength is getting up one more time than you've been knocked down. Strength is choosing to try again when every logical reason says you should quit. You have that strength. It's buried under the rubble of your collapsed dreams, but it's there. It's always been there. It's the part of you that has carried you through every difficulty you've ever faced. It's the part of you that has never given up, even when you wanted to. It's the part of you that is reading these words right now, looking for a reason to keep going. That part of you knows something your conscious mind has forgotten. You were not born to be ordinary. You were not created to live a life of quiet desperation. You were not designed to accept defeat as permanent. You have gifts the world needs, dreams that deserve to be pursued, and a story that deserves a better ending than the one you're currently writing. The people who count you out don't understand what you're made of. The voices that tell you to give up don't know your capacity for resilience. The circumstances that seem overwhelming don't comprehend your ability to adapt, overcome, and transcend. Rock bottom will either bury you or become the solid ground you build your empire on. The choice is yours. The power is yours. The time is now. You don't need permission to start over. You don't need approval to change your life. You don't need perfect conditions to take imperfect action. You need to decide that your current chapter is not your final chapter. You need to decide that your worst day is not your defining day. You need to decide that your deepest valley is the place where you'll find your greatest strength. This is your moment. This is your choice. This is your chance to show yourself, and everyone who has ever doubted you, what you're truly capable of when your back is against the wall and your heart is on the line. Rock bottom is not the end. Rock bottom is the beginning. Your comeback starts now.